So now I presume there won't be any drakes fighting up here, for they have been bested. Yes, good. They were both bested. Now, what are you doing, Yuki Cat? Ugh. Trying to stand on me. He's the worst, ladies and gentlemen. He's just jealous that Lulu got the nod as my faith-using cat. Now, are you going to settle down, little man? Papa is trying to explore a mountain that's probably got a dragon on top of it. There we go. He's settling down. Let there be hero. That's us. Okay, there's a spirit spring. And not much else. Is this just going to launch us into a fight? It's going to launch us into another spirit spring. Are we going into there? And is there another site of grace up here? It's a bunch of red Folger Blue for lightning-based antics. Dragon's Calibloom. Whoa, that's a rock. Was that the source of the booming noises? Either way, I don't much care for it. What treasures do you hide? A fragment. Sick. So, if we sneak up this way... Now, extremely cautious for more falling rocks. Another dragon? We do have a Stake of Marika in the vicinity. Let's start with Rotten Breath and then try Ghost Flame. Alright, come on, Lulu. And Lulu. Ancient Dragon Senesax. It's got a name. That's a bad sign. Oh, God. And it's got huge lightning attacks. But it's also been rotted, I think. Okay, that does good damage. It does use up all the FP. Ouch. And then we get wrecked by everything that's happening there, probably, unless we panic and roll for our lives. So yeah, maybe we are better off with Dragon Eyes. Because that at least will potentially get a chunk of damage from Frostbite. Nope. Didn't realise how much lightning was coming our way there. And we keep standing in water, which is just making life worse. Tries to roll through it. Ah, god damn it. That was going really well. We can do that one. I feel. There's a Draconic Chum once again. So, other Lulu. Flask of Physic. Torrent to get our runes back. And then a bit of scuttling away. think... Yeah, that's rock. And that was frostbite. For sure. Now, does Frenzied Flame knock off any frostbite effects? Maybe. I'm not sure if he's still frostbitten or not. It's kind of hard to look for the subtle effects when all this is going off around you. Now, go back to Rotten Breath, because we're going to probably need it soon. Oh, jeez. Yeah, maybe we don't lock on for a moment. Although, ankles. I want to lock onto your ankles, Ploz. And potentially, I want to... Oh god. No, it's just us. Get rusted, sir. No, we're going to get hit. Very well. Now get rusted. Oh, stop wing buffeting us, wretch. Right, you're rusted. And you're down. Jeez. Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone and a Somber. But no Dragon Heart. Curious. Any Sight Grace? Because I would like one before I march into another dragon fight. Do you have anything to say? About Grace ahead? Try luring out. No, so back we go, I think. Oh, we do have another Shadow Realm Blessing. We're up to 4. That's not a terribly high amount. 4 and 1. Some of the other characters have got significantly higher blessings than that. Now what? 30k? Just over 30k for another level. Still not sure where I should be spending my stats. Like, Arcane is useful because our seal scales on Arcane. We've only got that to 40. Faith is useful. A nice Arcane scaling weapon would be good as well. But I don't think I've found many in the DLC so far. And Sammy's probably got first dibs on any Arcane weapons that we find anyway, but... Basically I need all of my stats raised quite a bit. I guess that's why we're killing all these dragons. To get those precious runes. Oh, we're gonna have to do a Rolly Ball nonsense again, aren't we? Yeah. Now what's going on? Red Lightning Slimes. They've replaced the boss. And are there in fact 2 different ways out of here? Or is this just... No. No, it's just this hill. Now, there could be more rocks coming at us. That wouldn't surprise me. So let's sneak up the side here if we can. We've got a dead dragon. Or Drake. Don't really care enough to differentiate. Oh, there was a site at Grace just up the hill. Bloody hell. That message led me off course by saying try luring out. And this is the Jagged Peak mountainside. There's another spirit spring. Where has that left us? Oops. Nearly threw us off the cliff entirely. Where are we at? We're still circling around. We're not going into the centre of that mountain at this stage. Kind of hard to tell where I'm supposed to be right now. I feel like I fell off though, and I shouldn't have done. But then, did we come this way before? It's calming down. The calm before the storm. It's like there's ways, but which ways are good ways? And which ways are just the death of an idiot? See, someone's left a message down there, but that message might just be, I've goofed, everyone. But we're back at the same spirit spring, I think, because, yeah, I think we botched a jump, basically. And that's why we're now back here. So let's try staying up on this top part this time, and then let's actually jump across there. Good. Now. Yeah, there's another spirit spring, so this is the right way. And then that looked like a cave with an ancient dragon smithing stone. Very good. Very kind. Are we supposed to jump up here? Or is that just a little bonus cave? That might be a little bonus cave. There's an item ahead. There's another somber. So yeah, they're generously handing them out. Which is what you'd expect from DLC. So we like that. Now do we go back into that cave? Did I just miss something in that cave? Stranger things have happened. So let's try going down again. And back up. Because sometimes you've got to get down to get up. Now, what do you say? Fresh sight ahead. Okay, so yeah, first off behind. We've done behind. We're looking for progress now. If that's okay. Oh, is that a way up here? Okay, there's a way up on the left. Wasn't entirely clear. But there's another spirit spring. Good. And another site of grace, and if that's not a boss arena, I'd be surprised. Certainly looks like one. Didn't think I'd made that jump. Now, grave birds. Do we care? Which side is it? Is it left then right? Yeah, it's come down this left side, and then it swapped to the right. And then down here we'll find a way to jump to a lower section. Cool. So it's not actually that hard to get down this waterfall, no trouble. It just took Wes forever because of the whole looking behind every waterfall for treasure thing. And there we go, we're at ground level. Now, which way is the Cerulean coast from here? Here's Big Boy. So yeah, I think this direction is just like Forager Brood and the Lightning Perfume bottle and not much else. So we'll pick up the cookbook. Might come in handy. We should start throwing pots around on somebody at some point. Because, yeah, the fact that the pots are kind of consumable, but also not because you get to reuse the pots, means that I shouldn't be too worried about using them all up or anything like that. Although the other ingredients... It's just a chore gathering crafting materials. I'd rather the pots were just reusable items or something. That didn't need to be crafted every time. But here we are. Cerulean Coast awaits. And there's a couple of things we need from here. Probably also need the map, to be honest. Because I don't know where the heck I'm going. I don't know if the map's going to really make any difference in that regard. I still might not know where I'm going, but it probably can't hurt to grab it. We're not far from it. And there is a Great Ghost Glovewort somewhere in the vicinity of the Cerulean Coast as well, which might be nice to get Yosh up to +10. Somewhere around there is our Ghost Glovewort, so let's go grab that. There's also a cross up here, so there's a Site of Grace, which is always nice to collect. And another fragment, which might be enough to boost our strength some more. Where else are we going? So, the Lamenter's Jail is somewhere over that way, right? And the beach that our demi-human friend was on is probably also over that way. So yeah, we'll come this way. We'll look for our Great Ghost Glovewort that Yosh needs. It's possible I've actually got one, and I only got him up to +9 because I was wary about using it because they're limited in number. But it's also possible that we just didn't have one, so yeah, can't hurt to grab one. And then we could probably grab the Finger Ruins Site of Grace while we're here, just to save a jog back in the future. There we go. Oh, it's Great Grave. So it might not even be the one that Yosh needs. I'm not sure. I don't think it is. I think he's a Ghost Glovewort kind of guy. So maybe that was unnecessary. But as I said, we're headed this way now, so let's get Site of Grace over here. There we go. One short hop later, we're at the Finger Ruins. So let's light that one up. Now let's go back to Cerulean with vague ideas of where we might want to be going, but nothing more. At least we know there is another Site of Grace somewhere in this direction, because Lulu found the Cerulean Coast West one. So it's not going to be for nothing coming this way. There also appears to be some sort of mausoleum over there. And lightning balls, which we absolutely despise. Loot though. What you got for us? Nothing important. So yeah, that looks very much like the western Nameless Mausoleum, except that one's probably the southern Nameless Mausoleum. And there's the Site of Grace. Okay, so that is Cerulean Coast West. And then I'm pretty sure there was a cave back here that leads north into the secret grave. No, it's not even a cave, it's just a path. And this is the way we need to go, I think. Because we want the Lamenter's Jail as well as the demi-human beach. Because I do want the perfume bottle as a backup sort of weapon. Oh wait, there's that lad. He's a pain in the butt. Nope, we're off the horse. It was inevitable. Leave us be for a moment, friend. Oh, Jesus. Ah, come on. Just chugging those flasks. Getting lots of hits in there, though. Whoop. That should do it. Good. You are a tough bugger, my man. Why? We're out of combat. Why isn't Torrent allowed to be resummoned? It always annoys me when that happens. We've got some Starlight Showers. And... yeah, seeing that lad is a good sign that we're going the right way. Have I got myself turned around now? I have, yeah. Now, worm friends. More demi-humans, good. This is all very promising. And here we are. Perfect. So, where are all you not bothersome troublemakers? Because we want you lot out of the way first, perhaps. Nice. And you. Yeah. Cherry Bomb, Master Swordsman. Now, is that 3 of you out there? Maybe we can leave you guys alone. You're probably not going to intervene. No, you're a big bugger, so maybe we rock sling. Yes, it's going well. Yosh is dealing with the mooks for us. And she's pretty much down at this point. There she goes. Sweet. And there it is, the Starline Sword. And a Falchion for some reason. Was that one of the mooks that dropped that? And a rickety shield, that was definitely mook. So, what exactly do we need to wield this blade? 10 strength, 23 dex. Really? We're quite a way off that. Physical and magic. So yeah. It is a weapon for us. It's just we don't have the stats. Lame. But we'll get round to it sooner rather than later. Now, do we just ride on out of here? Because I also want to get to the Lamenter's jail and pick up the cold perfume bottle. And we're not near any of our sites of grace, so it's probably easier just to ride out of here and try and find our way to the secret grave. Not sure where best to go at this point. Spirit Sword. Okay. That was also an int sword, wasn't it? Right, is this just leading us back out? Okay. So maybe we can't get to the Lamenter's jail from in there. That's just its own little section, perhaps. I didn't see any caves leading us elsewhere. So maybe that's not on the menu today then. The old iced perfume bottle. So what is on the menu? Still want to figure out that little island. So let's go back to the Site of Grace first and foremost and get another level of strength. Because yeah, let's see, we have got the stats for the Spirit Sword, but that's just a curved sword. With Rancor Slash. 1 more strength and then 6 more dex. Double digits in strength. What a cool cat Cherry is. She's so big and strong. So now, how does one get out to that island? I feel like you don't simply walk into the water, because that seems like a recipe for immediately drowning. What have we got there? There's an item. A Shadow Realm rune. Cool. Oh. Gravekeeper's Cookbook and that Cemetery Shade that we could try and fight, I suppose. What have we got to lose? All of our health. Oh, we got it. And it didn't drop anything. Very well.